That was wonderful. Thank you, Paula. Good evening. How are you tonight?
I'm very good. Hi, Cynthia. How are
Hi.
you? Good
I
evening.
Good evening. Everybody, we are so glad to have you present with us tonight. We are doing a whole new subject called Do You Have Enough Sweetness in Your Life? I know this may seem rather strange, but craving sweets is associated with having the lack of love, of comfort, of affection, meaning that when you don't have the sweetness in your life that you would like, you would search other ways to fill this void. So, Paulo, how do you get more sweetness in your life?
Well, honestly, I have never been a person that, for example, I crave on sweet food. The type of sweetness that I give to myself are doing things that I love to do and things
Awesome.
that I enjoy to do. For example, I just start every morning doing my daily morning practice. And something that always I have explained to people and I practice myself is some people they say, you need to do this in the morning or that in the morning, or
Yes,
you need to
yes,
meditate or you need to
right.
do this. But sometimes people hate doing that
Yes.
or they see like doing that like a homework. So
Mm-hmm.
always I say, do a morning practice. I do it myself.
Mm-hmm.
Something that you love, something that
Yes.
you enjoy. If you enjoy sitting and drinking a cup of tea or a cup of coffee and you connect with that moment, then something that you are giving to yourself and you are creating a positive vibration for the day all around yourself.
Amen. And that's what we want to do, is to create that positive vibration. Remember, people think that they can't have that sweetness or that positive vibration. But think, when you take a warm bubble bath, and while you're in that bubble bath, you light some candles
Yeah,
or you have some comforting music, that's sweetness. And do
exactly.
it
Exactly.
right. Watching a warm, fuzzy movie or romantic movie. Or what if you've wanted to go to this special place and you just, nah, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Why not just go?
Yeah.
That's your sweetness. You're not allowing yourself that sweetness. Go get it. Allow yourself to love yourself. Call your best friend, call your mom, call your friends, tell them how much you love them. That's sweetness. Isn't that right, Paulo?
Of course. And you are completely right because sweetness starts with ourselves. It's
Yes.
like the example that you are giving, like take a bath, light candles.
Mhm.
Always I said, for example, some people complain, I like flower, but nobody give me flowers, or my spouse never give me flowers, or my boyfriend or my girlfriend never give me flowers. And always I say, you need to treat yourself
Yes.
as you
Yes.
want others treat you. So if you
Yes.
like flowers, give that sweetness for yourself. Buy
Yes.
flowers for you. If you
Yes.
like to have a beautiful bath with candles, don't wait until other one do it for you. Do it for
No.
yourself, and you will love
Yes.
it.
You will, you will, you will. It's so important. And tonight, Paulo and I are looking for two volunteers who feel they don't have the sweetness in their life that they need, but we need your name, your age, and your permission. Be open to love, because many people, mm, think they are open, but they're really not open. And when love comes running at them, they turn around and run the other way because they feel, in my opinion, that love has lost its integrity, its sweetness. So one thing I'd like for everybody to do is stop the self-criticism. We have so much of it coming from our bosses, our family, from all around us. We don't need to self-criticize ourselves. We need to love and honor the beautiful essence that we are unconditionally, passionately. Do things. Just be beautiful. Allow yourself just the way you are. You know, we're all not perfect. We all have cracked pots, so to speak. So we all need work. Every one of us. We all need that piece that we're missing. So, like Paola said about thinking positive thoughts, what if, and this is a big one for you, when you feel resentment or are upset with someone or are holding a grudge against someone and you just, it just is driving you crazy, why don't you stop, get present, and send love to them? Every time you think of them, send love to them. The more you send love to another person, the more love they will feel, the more love will come back to you and will flow around. And also, if you constantly think negative, that's what's going to come back at you. So please be positive, right, Paolo? Is that what you not tell people? If you do this, please, 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 please.
And for example, when I work, I'm sure that you do the same. When I work, like for example, healing toxic relationships, I explain people that doesn't mean that healing a toxic relationship means that you will talk again to that person. That means that you are going to make peace in your heart.
Yes.
And whenever you will think about that person, you will feel compassion and unconditional love.
Yes.
And it's beautiful because some people, they say, why you send love to this person? Because sending love is nice. It's nice for you, and it's nice for the people that sends love.
Yes, it is. And remember that the universe really doesn't hate you when it has these negatives going on. Remember that we all have ups and downs, and how we create the positivity in those downs is how we survive. I actually looked up what it meant in Italian.
Yes.
The sweetness of life.
Oh, tell us.
Yes, it says to live life to its fullest.
Oh, that's beautiful.
To me, sweetness of life is being loved, being able to return that love back by being inspired constantly by that person, or living out your passions with that person you share so deeply. Travel, always travel. I never traveled before, and I absolutely think travel is a passion everyone should have. I know right now it's crazy, but have you ever wanted to travel, Paolo? I know you do already. You already do, but
I love that. It's something that I was doing all the time because my job. But it's something I love to do. Oh, I can say that is one of my hobbies. I love to travel.
And it's pleasurable. It's peaceful. It's so different. It's just amazing. So let me make it clear that we know that life is bitter, but life is also very sweet. Involve yourself with new interests, and they're all around us. Listen to the rain. Have you ever just stopped and listened to the rain? The peacefulness of that dripping? Have you ever went outside in the silence of the night and just stared up at the beauty of the stars in the sky? To me, that is sweetness. Put your past behind us. Present is where you need to be. We can't deal with that, but we can live with what's present today, right now, this second. Do the right thing. Say no. Keep your boundaries up. And always take luxurious baths. But to remember always, focus on one thing. I mean, Paolo, don't you get so crazy that you can't focus on one thing? You've got 50,000 things going on. And do you have a list that you go off of? Yep, I got this done. I got this done. I got this done.
Yes,
And that you do.
Yes.
Does that give you pleasure? Does that give you sweetness that you've actually got those things done?
Of course, yes. I mean, all the time when I because I do two things. I highlight I highlight and then I do check marks in my computer. So at the moment that I see check marks, or the highlights, it's like, oh,
thank God. Let me breathe. Just a sigh of relief. Yes, yes. So remember, and I always say, always remember. I apologize. That's a habit with me. Make the changes you want today, not tomorrow. Not that tomorrow's too late, but today. Wouldn't that be beautiful if you could just start one thing, one simple thing, nothing huge. Make simple steps, because if you make simple steps, they will be humongous steps in life to come. Is that not true?
oh yes, oh yes.
Yes, yes. And one thing that gives me pleasure is being service to others by helping other people, no matter what it is, how I can, whether it's at church, whether it's at the store, no matter what. But the big thing is, because it's hard for some people to bring this kindness, this sweetness around to themselves. So practice. I mean, how many of you passed someone on the street and noticed that their humdrum, so to speak, and what if you were just to say, hey, man, I really like your shirt. And you see that huge smile and their face light up. What beauty is that? You just gave that person a little bit of sweetness in their day. And that's what we should do.
Yeah, that's right. Because you don't have idea what that person perhaps is going through. Perhaps that day the person is sad, or perhaps that person has lost someone or the job. And if you say something nice and positive, you're sending nice energy, and you feel good with light the day of that person.
Oh, yes. And we can even, while we're walking by them, we can even, those that are master Reikis can send them a little Reiki energy healing.
Yeah.
And that's what's the nicest of that we can pass that on. Remember that so many people question what we do, but we don't do as doctors do. This works in coordinates with. We are intuitive, emotion code and body code practitioners. Both Paolo and I are master Reikis. And we do so many others. We work with crystals. We work with meridians. We work with numbers. There's just a mass of things, tapping. And I could go on for a long time. But the thing is that we want to help you. We want to be there for you. I love it. It's my sweetness is to give the honor to work with you.
Yeah.
Isn't it, Paolo? It is a blessing.
Oh, of course, it's a blessing, and I love it. It's a blessing, and I love it.
Yes.
We have Cynthia.
Oh,
we are having 2 volunteers.
Oh, I didn't even notice. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I will tell you. We have Evelina. She's
Okay.
38 years old. She's given permission. And also we have Maru. Okay, here. Maru is 52 years old. We have more people watching. Liz also is saying hello. Frank says hello. But only Maru and Evelina are giving us the age.
Permission to work with them. Okay. I will take Maru, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Maybe we could do this at the same time.
So now Cynthia is connecting with the energy of Maru, and she's going to start working with Maru. Cynthia is going to be asking the subconscious mind of Maru what are the negative trap emotions, or what are the associate imbalances that need to be released in order that Maru will feel more sweetness in their life. Now, when Cynthia finish, she will explain. The way that Cynthia is connecting with the energy of Maru is with help from above, because we do a small prayer, and then with intention. And she is making questions to Maru's subconscious mind, doing muscle testing. There are different techniques that we can use to muscle test. Is muscle test, is applied kinesiology. Other people, they call it energy testing. Sometimes I do. So there are different ways. So Cynthia is using her hands, and she's using one technique with her hands, doing muscle testing and asking Maru's subconscious mind all the information. This is no guessing, because some people, they say, oh, you are a psychic, or you have someone that is talking to you. No, it's a subconscious mind of the other person who is giving the information for us. And of course, we need the permission and we need the age, because we feel that it's ethic to ask for permission when we work with someone. So let's see what Cynthia will find in Maru. And at the moment Cynthia will finish, I will connect with your energy, Evelina, and I will be asking your subconscious mind what we can release for you today that is safe. Something else related with this topic that I want to mention is something that the name is addictive heart energy. Now they changed the name in the body code, and they call it like the seeking heart energy. I am still calling addictive heart energy. And precisely the person that has the addictive heart energy, it's an energy. It's an energy that we develop, and I will explain what's the reason. Our heart is designed to feel joy, to feel love, and to feel other positive emotions. And sometimes people develop this addictive heart energy to feel a little hint of joy. So when someone has negative emotions, but the negative emotions are constant, people that is extremely negative and are a lot of negative emotions, search for the addictive heart energy. Could be you have it. Or, for example, also people that craves a lot on sugar, they are craving on sweetness. So perhaps they have the ADH, that is the addictive heart energy, or food, any type of food, drugs, alcohol, tobacco, pornography, work, exercise, anything and everything that is not in balance. Because of course, if you like to exercise, do it. I mean, it's wonderful to exercise. It's very good for us. But out there, are some people that they exercise like 5, 6 hours a day, a lot. So check for that addictive heart energy, because we can develop that energy. Could be, we don't know, perhaps that will show up with Maru, or perhaps that will show up with Evelina. We don't know. Normally, at least in my practice, it's nice when a person is not having a heart wall anymore. So then it's good. If the addictive heart energy is not showing up, it's good to ask if the person is having addictive heart energy, and remove that. Because in my experience, I have seen that if I remove the addictive heart energy and the person has a heart wall, they will build it. They will be that addictive heart energy again. So that's interesting. And please tell us if it's on a specific topic that you want us to talk about. We are doing this live show every 2 Tuesdays, so we can create the live streaming show for you, because always we choose 2 volunteers to help. As you can see, Cynthia is releasing the emotions using part of the governor meridian. The governor meridian starts on the top of the lip and goes in a straight line down to the collarbone. So we don't need to utilize the whole meridian. We can do like this, or like this, or like this. If we work, if Cynthia will have like in-person Maru with her, perhaps she will run a magnet over Maru spine. I don't work with anyone in person. 100% of my work is distant healing, and it works wonderful. These modalities, they work so beautiful, so beautiful. And at the same time, anyone that is watching, if you have any question of the type of work we are doing, ask us. We also give classes. We teach, and we love to teach, because we believe we need more people in this world working with this and with more modalities, helping others.
Amen. Amen. Thank you so much for allowing me to assist you today. Hope you can understand everything I'm talking about here. The very first thing I found in you was a medication toxicity, and it was an antibiotic, was the first part. But then came in the mercury and the bacteria at stage 2 with an emotional resonance, which means it's still vibrating. And that is of terror. So all that has been removed, and that stage 2 bacteria has energetically been removed. I would suggest some colloidal silver, maybe 2 ounces, just to help you get past that. And the next thing I found was a no will to feel feelings. This can occur when we're under trauma, when we're just not feeling well. We don't want to hear anymore. We just don't. So we don't want to feel feelings. But underneath of that, again, was that terror. And that terror actually had a hook inside of your glands of overwhelm. So I brought all that up and released that and brought in love and light. Next, you had, yes, I take medicine. Oh, wow. Next, you had inside of you was venom. And it was ant venom. And it wouldn't give me an age. So I suggested it was now, and they said yes. So I don't know if ant venom was in this injection or not, but that's what it told me. It wouldn't tell me anymore. Next came up a food toxin, a sweetener. And inside of this sweetener is a broadcast message. And these broadcast messages is like something that's printed across your chest, or you have a loudspeaker or a microphone and you're screaming it out to everybody because everybody else can read it, but you may not be able to. And it was a command message, which was give up on me. And underneath of that was a wounded child of age 6. And this wounded child had hopelessness and hooked into terror. So I removed this and gave it love and peace and honor. And I also gave you a positive affirmation. I am a child of God, and I am worthy of life. The next thing I found, what did I write down here? Was a food toxin again. I'm sorry, I do shorthand, and sometimes when you can't read your own shorthand. Food toxin, processing agent. In all of our foods, if we actually saw what they actually look like, we would not eat them because some of their colors are pretty disgusting. So they bleach things. This is something we can't get away of. We can just go over the governing meridian and get rid of it when it comes up. Or watch what, we don't really know what all they bleach. We just know they bleach. And then in this bleaching, for some reason, you had a physical emotion of shock. And underneath that, you actually had physical emotional shock. But it wouldn't give me any more than that. And then the next step, it gave me a no will to feel feelings again. But this time it gave me a wall of terror that is surrounding every part of your body from your head to your toes and back up again. And it is vibrating very heavily. So I removed this 𝗖𝘆হি𝗁𝗵𝗶 permanently. So you may feel a bit of a from that. And then you had a food toxin of food coloring. And this was in processed foods. We know that we cannot get away from all of the processed foods or all the food coloring. So we just have to eat as whole and awesome as we can by eating lean meat, steaming our vegetables, eating raw vegetables, eating fruit at the appropriate times, making sure we're eating at the appropriate times, make sure we're hydrated well, make sure we drink lemon in our water here and there to keep our liver moving. Make sure you exercise and get those toxins out of your body. And then next you had inside of you a no will to take responsibility. And it wouldn't let me go any further than that. It let me release that. And that's all that your subconscious would allow. So that will allow 3 days for you to process just this little bit. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to send me a note and ask. If you're not feeling right, please let me know. When we process, remember that we can have vivid thoughts. We can have vivid dreams. We can have body aches because those toxins are coming out. And that lactic acid that is built up in there. Yes, colloidal silver. Yes, colloidal silver is great to take. I love colloidal silver, except you've got to be careful. You can turn blue if you use too much. So I have my own silver generator and I make my own colloidal silver, which is very nice. Also, there's so much that we can do for ourselves. When you're not feeling well, we can also run our meridians. Our meridians work with, let me reach this. This is the flow chart that we have, if I can get this right. And we work at the time that we are, and then we go around and we actually can clear them. We can actually pull the negative out and bring the positive back in. You clear the negative by removing it backwards one way and then bringing the positive back in. I didn't do this at first because it was so overwhelming with everything else. But with my morning routine that I finally got started for myself, I started doing the chakras and the meridians and clearing them every morning and doing the hookup and doing the other things, the crown pull. There's so many beautiful things that are available to us to help us. And if you run your chakras and do this every day, it will increase your health. One of the other things that I do is I run my AO scanner, and those frequencies work beautifully to heal or I shouldn't say heal, to make well. They send you the frequencies that ailment, that part of your body actually needs. There's several levels to the AO scan. You can just have your voice scan done and see the notes that are within your voice and see what those notes actually mean. Some of those frequencies tell you just like it is, and it can give you vitamins to take. It can tell you what minerals, it can tell you what you're suffering with acutely or what you're suffering with chronically. It is a beautiful way to help others. We have so many things. Like Paolo has been working with tapping for a long time, and I've been doing tapping for a few years. I don't know if any of you do tapping. It is a very easy thing to learn, and it's really enjoyable. And if you get tense and nervous, there are places that we can tap that nobody even needs to know that we're tapping, that we're doing if we're worried about somebody watching us, that we can actually bring calm to ourselves, besides just taking deep breaths and allowing it to come out and taking deep breaths. There's many things we can do to help ourselves if we are willing to learn. Remember, with Paolo and I working on you, and even when we work on you in our practices, it all depends whether your wellness actually occurs, is whether you want it, you believe in it, and you know that you can do this. A lot of people, and I've had clients like this, and I'm sure Paolo has too, that where clients just want you to remove it and they'll just keep doing it. They don't want a food advice or anything like that. But Paolo and I can actually give you the foods for your body and foods actually to avoid. If you're craving certain things, we can find out why you're craving that. There's so many reasons to Dr. Brad, how he made this beautiful emotion code and body code come together, and to help so many people around the world, and then to add all these modalities together to do even more. We are all pretty blessed by this, but we have to remember that we're all born with this in us. Everybody has the ability to heal. Oh, there I used it again. To become well themselves. You already have it born into you. For say, like when your child gets hurt and you run and you hug them and you grab their owie. Right there, you're giving them Reiki. You're showing them love. You're giving them the energy, the positive vibes that they need. We all have that energy. We all can do that. It just takes a little bit of learning to learn the emotion code and body code. But it is a beautiful way to help others. Like Paolo said, we do classes, live classes, healing classes like this, but we actually do webinars twice a month where we teach different modalities or working with different body parts or different ways or archetypes. There's so many. We have 126 archived webinars for our members to watch and learn. So if you would like to join, it's $27 a month. Or if you want mentorship, we both do that. And you can pick the mentor and we can do that. Please join us. Become a part of us. Healers like his. You feel dizzy right now. Take some deep breaths for me. Breathe in through your nose. Hold for a minute. And then breathe out very slow through your lips through 6. Do that 3 times for me. You've got a wall of noradrenaline because I did that work. We're going to just let that wall of noradrenaline just clear out of you. Take a deep breath again and let it go. And let me know how you are. Paolo?
Yes, no, she has not right. So at the moment that you update us how you're feeling, I'm going to share your comment, Maru. Please
Thank
update
you.
Cynthia. How are you feeling right now? Oh, better. She says that now she's feeling better.
Oh, praise God. Okay, good, good, good.
Yeah.
Sometimes when we process and do things, things get stuck inside of us and we just need a little shift, a little help.
Exactly. So I have finished working with Evelina. And Evelina, I will share with you what I found. Well, number one, I have checked what was the color of your energy. Oh, Maru is saying, thank you so much. God bless you.
Oh, God bless you. You're
You're
so very welcome.
Evelina. So first, I have checked what was the color of your energy. And I read that the color of your energy was ultraviolet. The color of the energy that we want to have, that we want that our pets will have, or house, or bedroom, or business, everything is blue-green. Because blue-green is the color of total vitality, of total wellness, of total health. So with intention, I changed the color of your energy, sending blue-green energy. And it's not that I'm sending the color of the energy, is I am invoking the color of the energy. And with intention, the energy moves. And yes, your energy has changed totally and completely to blue-green. Sometimes the energy don't change immediately to blue-green, and then we need to find the root cause. But yes, so now your energy is in blue-green, and I found a shared trap emotion of frustration that you share with a male when you were 17 years old. So we remove that trap emotion that you were sharing with another person with frustration. Then I found a trap emotion of panic when you were 12 years old. This panic was related with your family, because the life event was your family. Sometimes the life event can be work, school, a relationship. No, in your case, this panic, something was going on with your family that you have trapped this emotion of panic. And that is interesting because I found, so Evelina is saying divorce. Okay, divorce. Mm-hmm. So then I found the no will to be seen energy. As we have the will to do things in life, like the will to work, the will to exercise, etc., we can trap this negative energy that is no will of something. So in your case was no will to be seen. And the no will to be seen energy, you were so young because you were 11 years old when you have trapped this energy. And the no will to be seen energy is the type of energy that we said, I don't want anyone seeing me. Yeah, Evelina says again, yeah, this type of energy is a type of energy that you don't want people seeing you, you want to hide, but it's a very important energy to remove. Why? Because, for example, let's say that you're applying for a new job, but you have this energy. So this is the energy that you are sending, no will to be seen. So you don't want people seeing you. And interesting, because that energy was having associated imbalances. So down the energy, I found an imbalance in your skin. And this imbalance in your skin was creating like very dry skin. So I have sent yellow and orange energy, because yellow and orange energy are these type of energies that they help us to nurture our skin. And then we correct the imbalance. But before we correct the imbalance, down that imbalance, you were having like a sickness memory. And the sickness memory was an energy that was reverberating in your stomach. And the emotion associated with this sickness memory was guilt. So we remove this, and finally we remove the no will to be seen energy. Then also we found a processing agent toxin. And the toxins, we can have the physical toxicity in our body. We can have sometimes the invisible toxicity. We can have the energy of the toxicity, same with pathogens. In your case, what's the energy of a processing agent toxicity? I have not asked the source, because we didn't, it was not needed to know more information. It was this toxicity, the toxicity was lodged in your integumentary system, in your skin. So we remove that toxicity from your skin, and we send again yellow, orange, and then blue-green to your skin. And then I found a recovery interference energy. The recovery interference energy is sometimes in our life, we are sick. We have something that we get sick. So the body is recovering. But when the body is recovering, the healing process is interrupted. And at the moment that the healing process is interrupted, we can have this recovering interference energy. So I found a recovery interference energy in your body, that your body was trying to recover from a chronic inflammation. And this was lodged in your bladder. This energy was lodged in the bladder. And an emotion that was associated with this was depression. So we correct, we remove, and then we reset. I have set up my intention that you will process everything with love, peace, and harmony. And I energy says that it will take you one day to process all this energy. And something important, we work with energy. Cynthia has explained already, and I have explained already. The reason, and Maru is a very good example, the reason we ask your permission to work with you is because sometimes even that our intention is that people will process the energy with ease and peace, people can have what we call like the healing crisis.
Yes.
And the healing crisis can be like exactly what Maru was having right now, like feeling a little bit dizzy or having a light headache or something like that.
Right.
So imagine if you work with someone and you don't ask permission. So thank you so much, Evelina.
Yes. Thank you, Maru. Thank you so very much. Thank you for watching. Who's ever watching tonight. God bless you all very much. Please join us. And bless you, Paola. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Cynthia. Have a beautiful evening.
You
Have a beautiful
too.
night, everybody.
Yes. Namaste. God bless.
Namaste. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.